He lands a punch. If the opponent's still there, he pushes him so he can't come back with a counter. These are good shots.
He digs.
Punches from all angles.
It's all over by the shouting, Jim, surely.
Yeah, I think as soon as the legs reg, this one's over.
Dear, he picks him off, Jim. Either hand, an awkward southpaw stance, the way he sways away from punches, Hamed. He just nodded to him there, Hamed, to say, how did you like that? Incidentally, that white spot in front of the gum shield that Hamed has, which I refer to as a bit of a Breur-Rabbit look, in all fairness, is actually the painted flag of Yemen on there. And he said, I've also got one in red, white and blue for when I fight, if I want to, for the British Championship. So that answers that one. Here it is again, Jim.
Mohammed set himself a couple of times for shots. And you can see even the difference in power when he sets himself. Now that was a punch and a kind of half push. I think the referee did the right thing, not counting a knockdown. But when he lands a punch, if the opponent's still there, he has the strength just to push him aside.
Well, he's been with this fellow Brendan England since he was a schoolboy. The story about him spotting him from the top of the bus in the school playground, ducking and diving, getting away from a gang of boys just trying to hit him, and he laughed and said, I'd like to manage him, and he is. He's got an old team in the corner with him there, Castro, but it becomes the loneliest place in the world when that bell goes for this fellow. Can his experience now just get him over this rough passage? And it's certainly been that. He's hardly landed a worthwhile punch, really, the Mexican.
His legs still don't look right, Reg. I don't know if it's just the punch he took in the first round or if it's maybe all the previous fights, because that punch landed so early in the first, it's difficult to say. But his legs certainly don't look right, the way he's moving around.
Moaning too, Castro, about Hamed pulling him. He'll fight till he drops him, and that's for sure. It's incredible with Hamed, really. I mean, sometimes we think that maybe bravado camouflages fear a bit, but not in this fella's case.
That's the fact that men who have contested world title fights within a couple of months, they've gone with Hamed, and he's just a totally different class.
Tim, he's looking very vacant there as we're looking up at Castro's eyes while the referee Mickey Van is talking to him there.
It's his legs, Reg, and his movement.
Yeah,
you can see
can't
it's not
cope with it. It's crazy calling him on. Oh dear, he might have an iron jaw, but not for long.
They told us 5 rounds, Reg. I think he's just wasting some time, but I don't even think he can go 5.
Well, it's become target practice, which is a word that Hamed uses a lot for opposition. Oh dear, oh dear. I suppose bravery you can admire in many ways, but it's a foolish trait here for the Mexican. He knows Hamed clowns around a bit. He's trying to do some, but he's taking stick while he's doing it. He's really shipping punishment.
I mean, he's hardly landed a punch. He doesn't even look close to landing a punch.
His legs are all over the place, Jim. Let's see how his toes turn in when he leads with a punch.
Yeah, either that right hand, that little jab in the first minute has done that or this previous fight, but he's certainly not right.
Oh dear. Well, if that was the alley shuffle, it's the worst impersonation I've seen. Oh, I see. He wants to take over the clown spot.
Well, to Castro's credit, he's taken some whacks since the first round, not gone over, but I mean, this is just nonsense.
Third round then, and it looks as though Castro's experience has been totally, fourth round I should say. Oh dear, don't say we're going to have a power cut in the middle. This has been prevalent, of course, with the flooding some time ago now. Well, recently, really, in Glasgow. And power problems. Oh, dear. Well, that is a knockdown and no shove. Gets the man a T8 and he will need it. And I've got a feeling this now will be the beginning of the end. That's like the rock of the landslide that's going to come. See, Casco's never faced a guy like this. If nobody has, obviously, we realise that now. He's got all the time in the world now in this round, Jim. He's done it at the start of the round.
Well, he knows he has the power to do it with one single shot.
There it is. It's all over, I think, yes. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. He's given him the standing count, and he's done the somersault.
Well, not really, Reg, because his backside was on the ropes. The ropes were stopping him going over, so technically the referee can call that a knockdown.
Yeah, but I'm saying that Hamed thought the fight was over and did his somersault premature. Imagine if he'd have ricked an ankle at that stage, he would have been in trouble.
Castles have nothing to offer since that first shot in the first round.
Yeah.
This looks like the end now.
Yeah, the referee will do him a favour now, get it in as soon as he can. He knows he's going. And Mickey Van there, he's getting right on top of him too. He realises that he might want to have to step in. It's a foolish bravery, and it's all over in the fourth round. And there is the official somersault, of course. And it had to happen. I mean, he just totally outclassed this guy. And you can understand Frank Warren saying, see, you've done it again. And he's due to fight Jimmy Bredall, the Dane, probably in Dublin on March the 4th for the European Bantamweight Championship defence. And there, as I was saying, is that painted gum shield there of Hamed. And, well, Casco's corner, believe it or not, arguing that their man was stopped a bit prematurely. In fact, it was a compassionate act. And there's Dad Sal with Hamed. And, well, the whole of the Hamed, I nearly said clan, as it's in Scotland now, regiment they look outside. Here's the first knockdown now, Jim.
Yeah, see, one single punch and he's over. That's the natural power. He doesn't have to set himself for punches. The power is there. We haven't learned anything new about Hamed for this performance, but just to reinstate what we already knew. Tremendous power, tremendous talent. He's doing exactly as he pleases with a fellow who is just finished facing a world champion. Incredible. See, he would have gone over here if that rope hadn't kept him up. That was the reason Mickey Van could step in and give him a count. Technically, it would have been a knockdown. They see nothing to offer here. Legs gone completely. Hadn't landed a punch since the first round. He only landed one punch in the whole of the 4 rounds.
And you agree with the referee, Jim?
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Obviously, I wouldn't have minded him going in a bit earlier if he had to. Well, there it is. Boast a bit, but he can bang a bit as well.
52 seconds of the 4th round, the referee has stopped the contest. The winner,
the international championship is supposed to be for those not rated in the top 10, but then it gets them in the top rankings.
...18-0 y 16 knockouts. El estadio, este debe ser Hamed, definitivamente el rey. Le agarró por ahí. Es un macho camacho a lo árabe trasplantado a Inglaterra. Como para subir el hombre.